Greetings, and welcome to a Monday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. I logged in, actually down in the trading post. Whoops, turn that on real quick. I'm going to teleport over there real fast and show you. First of all, of course, we've got, this is Trunks. That's me. This is Greylock. He's put a teleporter down. And, of course, Dark Preacher. Trunks is on the server working on what he called the SDE, the small damn egg. This is the new train depot. Is this thing gorgeous or what? I love it. It really does mimic that style of the colony ship. To YouTube's. Really gorgeous. I can't wait to get some lighting inside of that thing and have it glow from the inside out. It's going to be really, really cool. YouTube's, he's got vertical platforms that he is using for train carts. He's using, for mine carts, I mean, using elevator tracks coming in from different directions. This is where a lot of the stuff I don't understand comes into play about minecarts, but he's got a lot of different sources coming in. He's got different routes for all of this stuff. It's really cool. I really do love it. And the vertical platforms really do make use of the space wonderfully. And we still have some space for platforms up there too. So yeah, it's very cool. I think it's going to come out amazingly well. I am not going to work on the train depot today. Let's get this and make it not night. Every time I sleep in my sleeping bag, it looks like I'm sinking down through the planet, but I'm not. I have been working on over here. So when you come up, this is going to be south. This is our main waypoint, so to speak, for the actual station. This is where we keep our marker. I have made this bridge. I'm going to start using some kind of striped designs like this. I really like the anti-blocks. They're bold. They are vibrant. This is a purple anti-block because a lot of what I have in my character, I'm hiding it right now. Whoops, wrong button. If you take that off, you can see my characters. It was a hoodie. I edited the hood off. It was a hoodie for a long time, but I finally took the hood off. I thought the hoodie was just not me. It's a purple shirt, purple long sleeve shirt, and a lot of the artwork for Vaygrim's Chance Season 3 is that same color, purple. So I'm going to start making use of that color purple as a kind of a design cornerstone. Even the Futura blocks that we use over here have some purple in them. Now, I don't know that. Somebody had to tell me that, but apparently it's a combination of purples and blues. Anyway, so I'm just using these. If you look at the map, you can see that floor choice shows up very nice and very bold. So if we put an arc dome over that, kind of a barrel over this hallway to seal it in from the weather at high altitudes, and we put that dome made out of glass with some support beams, you'll still be able to see these bold floor patterns. I want to have the same thing stretching out over here and over there. This is going to go out to a smaller pod that's just going to be a kind of a garden. It's going to be very shallow. It's actually going to be more of a kind of a squat sphere, and like a sphere, like a kind of just a glass orb that got mushed. I actually want to have I have this design basically for kind of making almost a hanging garden. I want to do a garden on the top level, and then the mirror side underneath, I want to custom build some trees, like put the parts and the plant leaves and stuff down for making it look like there are trees that are growing upside down. So I think it could be really, really cool, but I want that to be kind of the observation area where you can look off to the rest of this actual area. I think it'll be very, very nice. Anyway, this is going to be a specific build that I want to get going I want to actually make... I'm missing my storage. Hang on a sec. Where did I put it? I need to make a container for a village. I actually want to do kind of a, not a model village, but almost a model village in concept. Let's get that, put it there. I don't need the space chamber card. This isn't needed by that anymore. Let's get... That stuff's not needed here right now. I am going to need that. Let's... Oh, yeah, I took this off. Temporarily. Let's put that back on. Let's see. Oh, we made the gear swapper last session. I actually changed out the iron chest here for an alchemical chest because that lets me put a whole row of repair talismans in here, which means that when I swap my gear out and take it off and it gets put in here, it gets speedy repaired very, very quickly. Super nice. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put this down right there. Actually, no, I'm not. First things first. That's extra. That can be sorted. It turns out I'm not going to use that or that. Okay. Let's go to the source. Oop. And I got to remember it is that one. Just going to grab a lot and put it all in here. Oh, bunch of. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I suspect not. Let me get this right. I know this is exciting, folks. Bear with me. But it's very easy to do this. I think that will get us started. I don't need that. Pick that up. Turn the jetpack on and wander off over here. We actually have a little platform built with a builder block. I'm going to put that right there. This is fully charged, 10 million RF in the battery. If I turn this on, we get a cylinder that has been pre-spaced. What happens if I... Yeah, there we go. It's got a bottom. It's a capped cylinder. Basically, what this is going to allow me to do is put a village. I'm going to have like a actual like vanilla villagers village in here, and I'm going to curve it around the walls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the houses along the outsides of the walls. I want to have a walkway that comes across. I'm probably going to do it out of glass so that light can come through. There's a lot of mechanics involving sunlight hitting the front doors being exposed to light so that they count as a valid door, stuff like this. There's a lot of really weird mechanics for vanilla for breeding villagers. But basically, what I want to do is I want to have it to where there is a kind of a step down. I'm going to use some catwalk ladders to come down off the main platform to a slightly lower level, and that's going to be the separator because villagers won't use those. Then I'm going to have a main platform here. There's going to be observation platform, the glass platform up there, the glass bridge. But there's going to be a main platform here, a ledge, and it's going to curve down around to right about here-ish. I'm going to put some houses. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Some houses over here, houses down here. I'll put some houses on this end down on the main floor. I've got some basic ideas on how I want to do it, but I think that's going to work. So what I just need now is, of course, a structure. So I'm going to flip the lever and see how far we get. Ooh, wow. Watch the numbers tick. Did we make it? Well, we got spares. What do you know? We can condense. We can flip that off. We can turn that off. And now, if we come over here, it should be that we can trim this. We're going to leave that there. We're going to put the, whoops, that's not right. That there. And now what I need to do is basically carve out the opening for this whole top area. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to fast forward through it a little bit. Whoopsie. Actually, I do want to take those off. Okay, so here we are at the bottom of a nice big cylinder. Now I am going to put a layer of what have we've been using. I'm going to do the same lip across the bottom on this thing. So what we're gonna do. Whoa, I'm getting to where I really don't like this jetpack, by the way, specifically because I'll show you. If I double tap forward, I take off. If I accidentally sprint while jetpacking, then I basically take off like a rocket, and it makes small movements very, for precision, you know, building or whatever, precision moving, makes it very hard to do in the air. So I'm not a fan of it. I don't like that mechanic of it. I wish it was kind of uniform. I want it to be all fast or not all fast, you know, not this kind of stop, start, stop. We're gonna put our traditional, no, bad block. Let's get these and put those down here. Our traditional kind of lip down here. I'm going to extend it, put one rim, and then basically just use the builder's wand to pull it down another level. Then, like down here on the bottom of this thing, we have white for now. What I want to do is I want to do the same thing here, pull it down a second level. So it is basically that long. The whole collar down here is that long, this whole lip. And then we can use a block that we can inset in here at this level that can have a pattern. It could be like, oh, I don't know, some really cool obsidian, or we could use colored clay. That comes across as very, very cool. It's fairly smooth. We could use anti-blocks and spell out some logo, like a letter or a symbol or something like that, whatever. But I want to have a kind of a uniform appearance to the bottom of these. I don't really want to leave them just white, because I think that's going to be boring. Let's go over here. Okay, we're going to have that for now. I will put a layer lower later on when I figure out what I want to do with the bottoms of these things. For now, though, I'm going to come down here. Let's turn off the pack. And I think this entire area is covered by 2, 3, 4. I think it's all covered by the actual magnum torch, but let me think. Did I do that right? No, I did not. 1, 2, 4. There we go. Counting the intersections. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is going to be really good space. We can, let's see. I'm going to do now. Even it out right there. These are not going to stay here. This is just for the sake of appearance. For right now, what I'm going to do is discreetly hide some hidden glowstone, painted glowstone. There's no way to center this, so what I'm going to do is we do this, do this, do this, this. Okay. All the bad X's are gone. We can turn that off now. Here we go. I'm going to take the shape card out. Actually, I'm going to leave the shape card in because we still have one more task we need to do. We are going to get that and move it up to do a big glass dome, but I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm actually going to do the dome on top, and I'm going to mirror the same kind of style where it's got these brackets on the corners with the thing on the top. It's going to be the same kind of outline, kind of a framework holding the glass down. But then I'm going to start working on the platforms, the glass bridge to go across to the other side. I don't know if we're going to have another thing that comes across. I've always seen the observatory is a collection of structures. I want to do a second bridge down here at this level, so it doesn't look like it's just being held on by this one weird bracket. I want a second bridge coming across from here, right about this level, across. So it'll look like a kind of a double bracket bridge. Each one will be barrel-shaped. It will give it a bit more of a sturdy feel to things. And I'll probably even get some scaffolding and run it between these two down to the ceiling of the other one. This one's going to have a clear top to it. This one won't. This will have clear walls, but it'll have a solid roof. And then I might run some scaffolding between the two to give it a kind of a support structure feel. I still want to interspace across the bottom of these something that looks kind of like engines, like, I don't know, gravity engines or thrusters or whatever high-tech kind of a motivator you can think of. I want to space them out across the bottom here and then fill the rest of it with actually some kind of a decorative whatever. I want to do the same thing over here on the bottom of this thing. We're going to have some cylinders over here because long-term, this structure is not going to be the home of the magic and all of the tech. That's going to get eventually repurposed. I want to repurpose it to like control rooms and stuff like that. But we have to make use of that space as we move into it so we can build the other spaces and we don't have to live in the BDE all the time. So eventually there will be a tech wing right over here. That's going to be kind of one of those. There's going to be a magic one on that side. It'll have an entire floor devoted to having a blood altar. It'll have an entire floor devoted to Thaumcraft. Over here, we're going to have one that'll have a thermal expansion floor. Probably a floor that'll share thermal expansion and Ender IO. We're going to have another one that's going to be all mechanism all to itself. Probably another floor below that is going to be mechanism reactor experimentation and stuff like that. Let's see. The village is going to be over here. The model village is going to be in this one. I could see, though, having another either longer, like the actual observatory, or maybe slightly longer, so it's basically long and then medium. I'm getting some really bad hitching out here. I'm not sure why. So we have some this nice long shape here. We have this kind of a medium stubby one here. And then we're going to have maybe another longer one, kind of like the observatory is structured. And I want to do all power generation and fluid storage over here. That will give us more space for power generation, so we're not cramped in the bottom of that long term. That is a temporary solution. So I'm just letting you know kind of what kind of visionary kind of ideas that I'm getting popping into my head. I'm going to do some work to finish this out just so we get the glass dome over the top and I get some of the initial shapes of where the buildings are going to go and where the streets are going to go. I will catch you folks later. Next episode on Wednesday of Vaygrim's Chance Season 3. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.